Oh, come on in and join us.
We have a Christmassy soap today from the Wet Shaving Store and Master Soap Creations.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays...
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. Cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, we would like to talk about the cotton candy bar from Sterling Soap Company.
Y'all, they got my letters from the sales page. This cotton candy scent twirls you straight into a pastel daydream where fluffy clouds of pink and blue spun sugar drift lazily through the air, each sugary wisp giggling with notes of warm vanilla and marshmallows and a playful sparkle of fairy-dusted sweetness that feels like biting into pure melted carnival joy.
There's a freshness to this sweetness, and I don't know how, but I feel like it's an all-ages cotton candy. Most of the time it's more for like little somehow, but this has a mature side.
Well, I think the reason is there is a high-level perfuming house that makes something called blue sugar and pink sugar. And I think this is the pink sugar, and I think Daydream by Hoffman is the blue sugar. We might have bought 6 and we're gonna get more. They're $4 each right now. I don't want to lose money on this. And for our soap today, we got a call right after Christmas from Barry Bedford of Texan Shaves, who said this new St. Nick's Private Lounge scent is one of my new favorite leathers of all time. You should look at it right before Andy put it on sale. Thanks, buddy. Let's meet it. All right, y'all, from the sales page at wetshaving.store.com.
A luxurious holiday shaving experience inspired by Spice Bomb Dark Leather. Step into Santa's private lounge and indulge in a limited edition shaving collection crafted for those who appreciate bold fragrance, refined performance, and wintertime sophistication. St. Nick's Private Lounge blends the magic of the holidays with the deep, masculine warmth of Spice Bomb Dark Leather, creating an unforgettable seasonal grooming ritual.
This exclusive set features a rich shaving soap and a soothing aftershave splash, both driven by a striking fragrance pyramid that opens with fiery black pepper and warm nutmeg, flows into cinnamon and smoky frankincense, and finishes with a commanding base of dark leather and tobacco accord. The result is an aromatic experience that feels like settling into Santa's own private retreat, crackling firelight, aged wood, and luxurious leather all around.
Designed for wet shaving enthusiasts and fragrance lovers alike, St. Nick's Private Lounge delivers elite performance, exceptional slickness, and a scent that lingers beautifully long after the shave. Whether you're treating yourself or gifting someone special, this collection offers a premium holiday shave that feels rich, cozy, and irresistibly masculine.
Warm, spiced, legendary. Welcome to St. Nick's Private Lounge, a Master Soap creation and the Wet Shaving Store holiday collaboration. Well, y'all, you better not shout and you better not cry, because this is still in stock at the Wet Shaving Store, and I am excited to open the box. Well, y'all, when Barry Bedford tells us he's found a new favorite anything, we kind of try to jump on that because that man's nose is pretty educated. Let's see what we've got here from Andy, and of course we've got a Wet Shaving Store sticker. All right, you want to open that? And I will open this. Look at this dapper gentleman on the front of here.
All right, Laney, what do we got? Let's see what's happening here.
I love these Master Soap Creation tubs. They are utilitarian. Look at this. Y'all, tell me you wouldn't want to hang out there on Christmas Eve.
This label's kind of got like a waterproof kind of feel to it.
No, this too, it's kind of vinyl. You gotta love that. All right, y'all, well, come along. We're gonna fire up the sleigh and have a first impression. So constant viewers will know that we have covered Detonate, which is a Spice Bomb homage by Sterling Soap Company. Spice Bot from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements is an homage to Spice Bomb Extreme. But this one is a little bit different, and we've been told it's quite a bit different. So here we go. I'm going to dive in. Let's look at the pour. Beautiful. There you go, from South Africa. Master Soap Creations, the Shaken Clam. Everybody, here we go. Taking it in.
A little leather added, maybe? We'll see. Oh.
Oh, that's interesting. It opened clean and soapy. And I'm on all fours looking for the leather. I'm like, wait a minute. I think Barry's out of his mind. There's no leather in here that I can even see, but I am loving where this is taking me beautifully. Rich and dense with an opening of bergamot, but then all of a sudden, everything changed. All of a sudden, that soapy factor descended into the bass notes. And I was sitting on the most beautiful barber chair made of the world's softest brown, not red, I'm not sure how, leather that you almost just sink into like your grandpa's easy chair that he's had for 40 years. That's the leather this speaks to, beautifully rich and brown, and again, seamlessly transitioning into the tobacco side of this. This is not what I was expecting, just in how clean it opens. I really thought I'd have been met with the spice. I really thought I'd have been met with the smoke or some of these other senses. No, bergamot. Bergamot is the doorman. That's the clean sense of this. And then as you settle into the evening, the other elements of the lounge take over. Very nicely done. And then this is what I was hoping would happen. Something in the leather and tobacco then becomes so clean that it puts you back on the chairlift and meets the bergamot again. And there is your circular motion as the horses go round and round. Y'all, I am shook. I really thought this was going to be about the dark spices. It's not. It's about how those spices can get cleaned up for a night on the town. I'm not getting crazy waves of spice bomb.
Okay.
That does have a very recognizable saffron center for me that is present in both of the other soaps I mentioned. It's not in here. I don't think I'd know this was an homage to the spice bomb family. You know how sometimes we talk about a golden, almost yellow color of a spiced tobacco leaf?
Okay.
That's the opposite of what's been done in here. It doesn't go tobacco flower, but it's almost like the tobacco leaf before it has been cured, kind of a thing. And you know what it is? It's modern. It is absolutely modern, and it owes a tip of its hat to Aventus. Y'all, if I could be so bold, this is kind of how the last few years of tobaccos and leathers have come out of the finer perfuming houses, not diving down into those mouth-watery, almost gourmandy parts of the patchouli, parts of those things. Nope, the other way, almost like a citrus lens to look at leather and tobacco, y'all. Ultimately, hotel lobby-ish. I mean, that's the bougie sense of this, but look at my face. It would need to be something a little bit rugged. It would need to be like the Four Seasons that's at the base of Mount Everest.
There you go.
That my friend Kevin went to when he got sick. That.
There's too much nicer kind of deep woods going around.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, not Malibu.
All right.
Bora Bora.
Noted.
That. Yeah, it goes rich, but it doesn't go deep. If that makes sense. It goes rich laterally. There's not much that descends in this. And then if I could be so bold with this, a tobacco that while it's not smoky, does have a few oody qualities to it.
I'm sensing that it's pretty masculine. Am I in the calculation or more of like a place? It's the lounge?
But again, I think one of the characteristics of modern scents is that they do all kind of have a unisex quality.
I'm with you.
To them. I mean, Creed, Tom Ford, I mean, everybody's kind of skewing more toward the center in a lot of their formulations nowadays. But this does have kind of a sophisticated, well-dressed lady who maybe curates an art museum feel to it. That. It's the smell of being on vacation. It's the smell of hotel lobbies and fine restaurants and lounges and lofts.
Is there a winter-ish kind of vibe? Like, I know we're throwing St. Nick in there, but does it have that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And you know what's cool? When you do take that yellowy richness out of the tobacco, it does have kind of a bracing, cool, wintry hit to it. The bergamot helps a lot. Watch, there's no bergamot, but there's something citrusy that opens the door.
He's put his flag in there.
You know, to give you a lane, green Irish tweed does not smell like a tweed jacket. But you know what? If you go to a fine tailor and you bury your nose into a recently tailored tweed jacket, that is actually the beginning of what this really smells like. It's not a bossy scent, but it is so clever that it makes you smile. You know how sometimes music does that, or even certain commercials on TV, they're just so clever, you're like, ah! That's what this makes my nose want to do. And I think the really charming tug of war is something clean in the bergamot pulling against something that those other spices are coming together to create that's creamy So clean and creamy with a hint of citrus and a beautiful helping of leather tobacco. Would you like to see
I'm
what's
very
going on
curious
in this?
now.
I bet you are, and I'm really curious to see what your nose is going to find.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have like a better lens in with the extreme side of like, the spice bomb going on.
No, I left the spice bomb paradigm back about 10 minutes ago. This is so different than the other two.
Okay, let me find out what's in this lounge. Okay, I see what you're hinting at with the bergamot action. I'm not sure if it's bergamot, but it's a citrusly, like almost like a peel of the bergamot or something. Like it's still raw, but it's bright, it's clean. Like I would start my day with this. I was thinking this more was like a nightcap kind of end your day thing. No, there's something that is fresh and clean and a little zesty at the beginning. Like you want to take a bigger inhale after that. You know, like when you first walk outside and you want to take a big breath. There's something about that. Like having the citrus lead you in really makes you want to just pause and indulge in that next tier of your inhale.
This lounge opens early. I mean, who would have thought? Beautiful morning scent. Y'all mostly shave in the morning, right? Like, I'm the weird one?
I don't go as spice right away. I think I go more herby, but it's almost like a gourmandy, goldeny color to the herbs happening. Like, it's approaching a sweeter spice, maybe nutmeggy or something like that. Like, but it's the clean side again. Like, somehow it's straight off the plant. It has not been brewed or cooked or dried. Like, it's brand new.
This is very natural smelling. This is not. This is.
That might be where it leads into the tobacco for me, but there's some kind of a fresh, clean, a little sweeter herb that then jumps into the tobacco like the leaves itself.
Yeah, yes. Like a lemongrass. Almost.
Maybe
that's what's happening
something like
rather
that.
than the bergamot, but something like that.
Something that's intriguing enough that it's pulling us in more.
That's true. The longer I smell this, the more I want the EDP.
Yep.
I suppose not a far walk from stronger with you leather kind of a thing, but this is much lighter, much more about the outsides of those scents.
I'm just now hitting something that's a little smoky, almost like approaching a cigar lounge, but with just the leftover smoke at the end, like maybe what would be on your jacket.
Right,
like it's
right,
not overwhelming.
right.
It's just enough to be like, oh, he definitely came from his lounge.
I used to love to smell my grandfather's old 49er coat because you could still smell his pipe tobacco on it. That kind of thing.
I do like that they threw in the Saint Nick part of it. There's something super approachable, super welcoming, super warm, even like cozy. That's like that kind of goes with that personality. Where normally like the spice bomb line for me is a little more like powerful and upfront with all the spices that hit you. This rounds out with the leather portion in a very different way.
I wonder what Santa would want to do if you just like hung out with him in his lounge, like Jenga.
It's interesting. Like you just held that over there, and the whiff that I got from here, I was like, oh, that definitely has spice bomb in there. And then as soon as I put my nose in it, then it was gone.
Interesting.
So
Hold on.
I don't know. There's like a drive-by effect.
Try the drive-by whip for me. Here we go. Oh.
Like it's almost like the puzzle pieces at the end then click together and you're like, oh, it is in there.
But it's like Spice Bomb without saffron.
Yeah.
If you could imagine that. That's what's going on.
And it's not extreme. Where the other one's like a spice bomb extreme, like it's spices and they're hitting you in the face. This is just like an echo. I can see where it kind of maybe built into this, but I would not have known it right away.
Right.
But that's why I'm kind of glad you got the splash, because maybe with the dry down and stuff happening over there, that could change our tune. I gotta say, the more of the spice that I get, I think is the black pepper kind of spice, not the warmer spices. The herbs are almost jumping in to create that warmness.
Interesting. It's almost like they made the black pepper a fantasy note and dug into it a little deeper.
I forgot about the leather. Please hold.
Go look for the leather. Rawhide!
I don't know if it's something in the base, but this is like one of the cleanest leathers we've faced so far in our 700 some soaps.
I know I said that Leviathan was like where leather meets soap, but this is the opposite of that. Like, that was the soap becoming dirty from the leather. This is the leather becoming clean from the soap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is all dappered up. Like, St. Nick is like just been cleaned, done a shave. That scent came with him.
This is not Ed Asner as Santa Claus. This is like Pierce Brosnan as Santa Claus.
But folks, I do have to say, I know there might be St. Nick on the cover, but I would not put this in a Christmassy lane, I don't think. This is more of a winter. Like, we've had a lot more leather-inspired soaps in January and February, so even now that it's available in March, I feel like this is a great time to be opening this. It's still a little chilly, a little brisk, but the sun's kind of out, so that adds a little warmness to this.
As a Roman Catholic, I kind of want a St. Nick medal that has him looking like that.
There you go.
Well, y'all, come on down the chimney with us. We're going to build a lather and take a good look at these scent notes. y'all, from the sales page at the Wet Shaving Store, we open with set notes of
fiery black pepper and warm nutmeg. Okay, so there's no bergamot, I hate to tell you, but maybe the fiery part, that might add a little brightness.
lies.
Unless it's in their base, but there's something that really brings me in that is a bright, welcoming scent.
We'll check the actual set notes for Spice Bomb leather in a minute. Okay, hold on. Cinnamon and smoky frankincense. This is interesting. I don't get much cinnamon, like at all.
Okay, I got a warm herb. So I thought it was more the nutmeg, but maybe they're just blending together with the smokiness of the frankincense and it's like cleaning it up. It's not as like a punch of a cinnamon as I was expecting.
Yeah, and we have a few cinnamic things in our perfumer's organ that aren't cinnamon because it bugs Angelo. We were trying to kind of recreate cinnamon in a different way, but I don't get like a cinnamon from this.
I really got it as the sweeter side of the tobacco. So if you're not a cinnamon fan, don't let that scare you. At least in the soap, that's kind of the last thing I would have pulled out of here.
Although I am getting a bit of the frankincense as being something clean. And it's being used in such a delightful way because generally I sense frankincense as a bit of a floor cleaner kind of thing, like in a good way.
Right.
But that's not how they're using it here. They're almost using it as the citrus. Could they be building kind of a bergamot accord with the frankincense?
I wouldn't say you're wrong. Add in a little touch of like something boozy.
Right.
And somehow that's how they're connecting.
And then two completely unexpected base notes, dark leather and tobacco. But I love they said dark leather because I said this smells brown. It does not smell red. This almost smells like leather that's too old.
I'm with you.
If that makes sense.
It almost disappears with the whiff.
Right before you need to have the barber chair reupholstered. And it's all crackly and stuff, but it's so soft and broken in. That's kind of the sense I get.
It's almost to where it doesn't even smell like leather anymore. It just has that feel somehow.
Right. It's like Stronger With You leather without the patchouli, without those sort of gourmandy elements.
And the tobacco accord in this is so charming. It does not smell like you just grabbed a cigar or something. There's something about like the spices of the tobacco that's adding the cozy kind of vibe.
And I think 9 out of 10 lay people would not even call this tobacco.
Or leather? I'm gonna say.
And from the Victor and Rolf sales page for Spice Bomb Extreme Dark Leather.
All right, top notes, black pepper, nutmeg, that's the same. Heart notes, they list incense and cinnamon. Base note, dark leather and tobacco accord.
I would call this a little bit more incense than frankincense.
Maybe.
I think, and I am crestfallen that there is no citrus in this because I would swear I'm getting a bergamot at the very beginning.
I think the tobacco accord is a sweeter, more charming one than we're used to. And it's really kind of bringing you back, like you said earlier, to the top of the scent. Like as soon as you go top, mids, bottom, then it brings you right back up. Like it has movement to it.
All right, y'all. And since this is a Christmassy episode, I decided to grab my Grinch brush from Opus Brush. I do use this thing all the time. And this is my head shaven size bowl from the KUN workshop. It's the large size. And I'm just going to set some of this soap into the loving arms of the octopus here. And then a little baptism from the boozy sprayer. Now, we're just going to let the water hang out there at the bottom of the bowl. We're going to wet the surface of the soap because our first goal is just to transfer the soap up onto the bristles of the brush. But you didn't wet the brush. I know. Craig forbids it, and he made the brush.
See, from sitting here, I am getting more of the Spice Bomb characteristics coming through now that the water's on there.
Do you get saffron? Because I think that's what they've left out of this that are in all of the other Spice Bombs.
If you could swap saffron for tobacco, that's the spice swap I think I'm going for.
Right. And I love that because sometimes saffron can be a little bit of a bossy voice. And while I do want to wear my BR540, I do know that saffron is going to get a little weary as the day wears on for me. So I love that they took that Spice Bomb formula and subbed out that one bossy singer for these beautiful darker accords.
Yeah, it almost added that like warmer, sweeter characteristic to it, where the other one does make it a little more cut through with all those spices. Look at that lather, my goodness.
I am saying it's already trying to escape.
Right? It's been a while since we've had a master soap creation,
so good. Tobacco might be my favorite, I gotta tell you. The last one was a Shave Dad
Oh, you're right.
collab. It was the Outdoorsman series. Oh, that was a charmer. That had a beautiful tobacco leather in it, too.
Somehow the scent is getting stronger.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this every minute that goes by. You better stop making lather. It's going to flood the kitchen.
Although she does need a bath, so maybe that would be a good sign.
Look, at this, y'all. I can't even see the bowl. And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Go Grab Santa's pipe form. Would you please whip on 3? 1, 2. That spreads out beautifully. I mean, this is lovely, but this is wild. The way these all click together.
I would agree. This one has a little bit more of the Spice Bomb character to me.
Yeah?
But it almost is interesting because for both of these, I am not getting hit with the leather I was expecting. I thought it might have morphed a little bit more here. It's still cozy, it's still warm, but it is that such worn, dark in leather that my brain can't interpret it as leather. So my friends that know Phoenix Lights from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, that sweeter, almost like dried tea tobacco scent, that's in here, which is different for like a wintry scent. But I like how it's kind of adding the charm to this. Like that's why I think I would actually use this.
And y'all 6 or 7 members of our Whiff Pack have their own YouTube channels. Rabbit shaves, a Texan shaves, Larry shaves. They all shave. But we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, so we thought you might like to see what this leather looks like when it coats and covers a moneymaker.
Holy moly, that's like a 3D thing.
Do we need to say anything else? That's like 3 coats in one.
Yeah. Wow, it is padded, it is slick. I don't know if this is a newer base or I just am learning how to appreciate the density that's happening here with still being super padded and slick.
This is definitely the kind of leather tobacco you have to get to know.
Yeah.
But the cleans that you don't. And that's why every minute that goes by, this is getting dirtier and dirtier.
Maybe there is a little more Spice Bomb in here than we were expecting.
Well, y'all, come along with us. We're going to take this down just a little bit deeper. You know what's cool about this? More often than not, we will see a list of 12 set notes, and we'll get maybe 4 or 5 of them really palpably. And the others sort of vanish a little bit into the background of the accords as they're supposed to. But with this list of set notes, y'all, I can really sense how they're all coming together, which means just by hearing these set notes, you can kind of piece together what's going on here with this exception. Where the leather and tobacco are coming together is the magic. It's almost like they're inventing a new kind of patchouli that's not patchouli for me, but it's magical.
As the soap kind of like sat on my face for a second, I actually think I got more of like the incensey kind of whiff.
Yeah.
Not like a Kate smoke, not like something like it really is more in that frankincense, incensey, little smokiness kind of vibe.
Even though it's really faint, this is a little bit of that churchy incense that we have been on a quest for and have been unable to find so far. All right, y'all, and it's time to try the splash from Master Soap Creation. Is this alcohol? Which hazel? What are we talking about here?
Witch hazel.
Witch hazel.
Okay.
All right, a bit of something there. Let's see, not on the dog. Sometimes you got to shake them at the beginning when they're new.
Brand new.
A little something there. All right, here you go. Look at him. Ooh,
Oh, lovely.
This goes on dapper. This loses its sweet when it first goes on. Hold on a second.
Okay, I got hit with the sweeter tobacco. Now I'm getting into the leather. Please hold.
Oh, I love how you can almost feel the scent print itself out as it starts to dry down, because now the sweets are at the door.
It is a dark leather, and I think that's why I almost don't even interpret it as leather. It's just a different characteristic, which I'm enjoying getting to know. Is it the incense or the black pepper? Something is leaving with me with that clean, brisk side.
If leather actually smelled like this, I'd wear it a lot more often.
And I'm going to piggyback off what you said earlier, that this is more of a unisex scent. I'm not sure if that's how they list it, but if this is how it smells, I would completely agree.
Hold on. Dive down as far as you can into the leather and see if you find one golden grain of saffron.
Okay.
Like, follow it all the way down in the splash. Yep, it's there. I'm a liar.
But that is where the cinnamon for me and the tobacco sweeter sides kind of disguise the saffron. Like they all become a different thing.
Wait a minute. Is the cinnamon hiding next to the saffron? Hold on a second.
Because I do get like a spicy sweet tobacco.
That's what it is. This is wild. Y'all, once you find the saffron, this totally becomes Spice Bomb. But for the last half hour, it hasn't been at all. These are the magic tricks that these high-level perfuming houses are able to do.
Because it's in the title. It's Spice Bomb Dark Leather. Like, usually those are the clues that you go diving for. I'm just so surprised that even the leather and the Spice Bomb that we had in our heads, just assuming we thought we knew, are definitely not what this is creating. Nope. It's wonderful, but it is not where you think it's going.
If I could have recreated Spice Bomb to my exacting specifications, this is exactly where I would have taken it. I think this is my favorite version of Spice Bomb so far. What's yours?
Ooh, no, I think it's going to be this one.
Yeah.
I can appreciate it more because I've smelled the others, but this one, if I would reach for and actually use myself. The other ones go a little more masculine, a little deeper, a little more in your face about it. This is way more chill, way more calm, way more welcoming.
And that's a great point. The others do go deep in their spices. Not as far as like tobacco, vanilla, or anything like that. But if those go to 7, this doesn't go past 5.
I still, in the back of the echoes of my mind, get random little sparks of Spice Bomb. So there's something in here. It may not be the saffron. It may just be how the spices are interacting. But somehow my brain is like, it kind of reminds me of, and then it goes away. So it doesn't stay, where Spice Bomb, to me, is extreme the whole time. This one's not like that.
So it's pretty simple. Y'all just be Marcus and Sarah touring Iceland, ready for a day trip up to the North Pole to visit Santa's private lounge. But unfortunately, a large party had already been booked by the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny, so we got our own. So head over to the wetshaving.store.com where you can find this and a wide range of other products. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with St. Nick's private lounge, and I think the magic in this is it's such a different, clean kind of leather that your nose doesn't even identify it on the first whiff. It gets it as soap, it gets it as clean, it gets it as light. And then, as soon as you discover how the spices are coming together to give you that sense of leather, your nose can dive down as far as it wants. It's just gonna land on this beautiful, rich bed of spices that you are expecting from your favorite leather easy chair. And in one of the best bases in the wet shaving world, Master Soap Creation has been one of my favorites from the beginning. Tobacco taught me what a lather could do. Thank you, friends. We will be back. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our March giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $20 to 345 Soap.
You can put it toward a subscription, and all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first April episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
I mean, obviously a fabulous date night on the town, out to see some theater scent, but where else would you wear this?
Somewhere that isn't crowded. Like, that label speaks to me. Like, I want somewhere quiet that I can just indulge and enjoy.
A library scent without the plum.
There you go.
Absolutely.
But it's one that I don't want to go rushing around if I'm wearing. Like, I'd want to enjoy wherever we're going.
Like one of those 12-course meals at the Culinary Academy that takes 6 hours to eat that. It's kind of outdoorsy for me. A walk across the Golden Gate Bridge or a trip to Muir Woods. That's this.
But there are parts to this, like we were saying, that's much more daytime. Like, it really is an all-day scent, which I wasn't expecting. Like, it kind of would morph with the day.
So, Andy at the Wet Shaving Store, Master Soap Creation, thank you so much for curating this massive world of EDPs for us so that we can get our noses on the ones that are absolute fire, especially in the holiday seasons. We are going to adore this.
Don't forget your next appointment with Barbershop Duet.
Oh, you'll smell better just watching this.